What's up, man? So, the question is, will we ever see America fall? In my opinion, yes, because literally I look around in this society and I see a lot of things that are wrong, man. And you try to tell people that these things are happening in this society, the things are happening. This stuff can't carry on for another 10 or 20 or even 5 years even. I mean, who knows? I mean, but this stuff cannot go on for much longer. And then people are like, bro, you're just crazy, or you know what I mean? It's just like you don't know what you're talking about. But mark my words, man, this stuff cannot go on for many more years. It can't. Because eventually this society is gonna fall on itself. Eventually this society is eventually the bubble's gonna pop. You know what I'm saying? And why I think that, people ask me, why do you think that? Because I had this conversation with my brother. I had this conversation with my brother like a few weeks ago. And then I think we were just talking about how, we were just talking about traveling for work. And then, because I'm in college right now, and, literally, it was just like, I was thinking maybe I was planning on leaving America. You know what I mean? I was planning on leaving America. I thought it would be cool to leave. And then he was just asking, why do you want that? Why would you want to do that? Because, I just told him, because I don't know, I just see the deterioration of just this country and its culture. And, he had no idea what I was talking about. And I said the new American dream is to leave America. You know what I mean? And a lot of people know what I'm talking about. The new American dream is to leave America. You know what I mean? And why I say that is because literally because of a lot of things. But let's start off with morally. Morally, this country, the morals and principles in this society are gone. They're gone. They're no longer here. Like, I remember I used to work at this one place, and it's just like, I used to tell people that I wanted to get married. I wanted to be loyal to one woman. I wanted to have one spouse. You know what I mean? I wanted to get married. And then people were looking at me weird, like, married? Why do you want to get married? Like, why do you want to do that? Like, that's weird. Like, can you imagine, like, how much things have changed? You know what I mean? Like, when now it's all of a sudden weird to want to get married, to want to be loyal to one spouse, to one woman. That's like, it's seen as a weird thing now. You know what I'm saying? It's seen as a weird thing now. You know what I'm saying? It's so strange. And it's like, it's so weird. And it's just like another thing, and it is weird. It's like this society's culture, this country's culture is so sexualized now. I mean, you see teen pregnancies more than ever. You see people getting shot and killed. Like young kids, youngins shooting each other, school shootings. It's so common now, and it's like it's so common. It's so common now that we don't even say, man, this has to stop. We have to find every way to stop this. We're just like, it's just the norm over here. School shootings, it's whatever. It's whatever. Like, you see how twisted everything is? When now we look at school shootings and we just look at it as if it's the norm. It's like, it happens. There was that shooting in Texas. I always forget. Uvalde. I think it was an elementary school, right? And little kids getting shot. And you know, that happened. It's just like we forgot about it. We just move on. Like, you know how crazy that is? How crazy that is? And what's even worse is that we literally, like, I don't know. We put the, you know, and another thing that I don't understand. We glorify the wrong people. We glorify the wrong people. We look up to all these, you know, with the youth, you know, looking up to all these gangster rappers, all these people that did more destruction than good. You know what I mean? It's like we look up to all these people, like all the youth look up to all this Sexy Red and Rihanna, Beyonce, all these provocative women, all these people that just don't have any class. We look up to all these young people are looking up to all these people, and even adults as well. And it's like, bro, morally, this country is going down the drain. I mean, bro, we're already there, man. It's just like, you look at this country, it's just like, good people don't receive as much, you know, good people don't receive as much attention as bad people anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's so strange how everything is so twisted nowadays. Everything good is bad and everything bad is good. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Nowadays, it's more honorable to be selfish and to care for yourself than to help other people. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I remember that my other job, you try to be respectful, you try to help people, but people just use you and abuse you. They treat you like you're not a human. They treat you like you don't have feelings, and it's just like, you know, and it just breaks my heart, man, how people can be like that in this society, and it's much more common than you think. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. It just hurts to see all these things going on in this society, and people will call you crazy when you point it out. You know what I mean? And don't even get me started on economically, how this country's doing economically. I mean, bro, sure. Bro, you're seeing a rise in homeless people. You're seeing people that, you know, the average American can't afford to live anymore. Inflating prices that keep going up. Inflation. It's just like, bro, the average American can't afford to live anymore, man. And we're all struggling. And yet we all still have this, you know what I mean, like dog eat dog mentality. You know what I mean? It's like, we're not doing anything to help one another. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though I may not have much, I'm still gonna try to do my best to help people, no matter what. But yet, like, in this society, we're so individualistic that we're not even going to, it's not even in our mind to help people, man. It's not even in us to help people. And it's just like, bro, you look at all these things with people can't afford to live anymore. People can't afford the rent. People can't afford food. People can't afford the basic necessities of life. Hardworking Americans that can't afford to live anymore. Hardworking Americans. And it's just really crazy, man. The wealth gap between the rich and the poor is growing. It's growing. And it's grown so much over the years. And bro, it's going to continue to grow. It's either you're poor or you're rich. No, it's either you're really poor, or you're rich. It's like there's no in between anymore. Like the middle class is no longer a thing. Middle class. What is middle class anymore? Middle class is probably like, it's either you have like maybe a six-figure salary. A six-figure salary, and even that is like buying a house and all that stuff is like it's gonna be a lot. You're gonna start feeling it in your pockets. It's just like, man. And yet with all these things happening, you see the government, you see these people in the government, they sending millions and billions or however much money to all these foreign countries, to Ukraine, to Israel. They're sending all of this money to all these countries. And for that hurricane in Florida that happened this year, I believe, how much did they send? Like, how much did they fund for that? Like like for aid and all that stuff? I can't remember, but it was a really small amount. Someone let me know in the comments, but that was straight up ridiculous. This is how I know that this government does not care about the American people. And I've known that for a while, but I mean, every single day, I'm just being shown like 100 more reasons to not trust these people, these scum that don't care about us. That don't care about us. Even Trump as well. Even Trump as well. Maybe he likes America a little bit more. Maybe a little bit more than these other politicians. I'll give him that. I'll give him that. But, I mean, honestly, bro, you look at this dude and it's just like, man, this dude is going to lead us into another world war. Because the dude is as pro-America as they come. The dude is as pro-America as they come. And the dude is definitely going to lead us into another war. And people that don't believe that, just look at this dude. I mean, the dude is as egotistical, is the most egotistical guy I've ever seen. Like, the dude has an inflated ego. More inflated than I've ever seen in any other politician. I mean, the dude is going to lead us into another world war. Mark my words. Mark my words. Mark my words. And it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy, man. And I remember I was watching this other video, if I could tell this story. I was watching this video on YouTube, and it was just this young lady. Well, I don't know if she was young. I don't know how old she was, but she was a lady. And she was crying out for help, and she made a video of like how it was like her ranting. Well, it wasn't really her rants. It was just her lamenting, you know what I mean? And it was her just crying, just weeping, like she was sad. She was like tears running down her face because like she was a single mother of 4, and I don't know about her past life, or I mean her past history. I don't know about her history. I don't know what about all that stuff. Maybe she made mistakes, but still, I don't believe she deserves that because she has 4 children. And, she was talking about how she's paying for her house, for the house and her car, and she can't keep up with the payment. And then she was close to getting her car repossessed and her house, taken away, she was close to getting evicted. And I'm just like, bro. And she was crying. It broke my heart, man, because it's like, no one deserves that, man. No one deserves that. And it was really sad. And I really wanted to donate, man. And I remember I saw this other comment. And I saw a comment in that same video, and it was like, the person said that, I think the person that lived in Costa Rica, and they said in Costa Rica, the people aren't allowed to evict you. if you have dependents, if you have children living under your roof. They aren't allowed to evict you. And Costa Rica is a third world country. This just comes to show, man, America is going down the drain. America that calls itself a first world country, These people, these banks, these corporations, all these rich people in America don't care about us. They don't. You have third world countries that are even much more caring about its citizens than America is. And that's a shame in America. This is a shame. You know what I mean? That is a shame in America, bro. My dad is a boomer, and he's still working. He can't afford to retire because he still has I'm still living under his roof, as well as two of my other siblings. Still having to work. An old man. An old man having to work, having to still break his back to afford to live and to afford to take care of us. You see how messed up that sounds? This is a shame in America. Old people still having to work because no one can afford to retire. Old people can't afford to retire. Everybody is still working. Because we can't afford to live, bro. Like, you see how ridiculous and how heartless these people are that are running our country? They don't care about us, man. They don't. They do not care about us, bro. Socially, there's no community in this country anymore. You know what I mean? The media has set everybody apart and divided us more so that we can never get together. It's all about left and right now. It's not about helping people now. It's not about taking action anymore. Because everybody's worried about taking a side. What are we doing to help our communities, bro? What are we doing? This place is going down the drain, man. It's only a matter of time until the bubble finally pops. It's only a matter of time. And people tell me, people say, "Oh, that's not gonna happen. You're just being negative." No, trust me. Mark my words. The bubble is going to pop. It's just a matter of when it's going to pop. It may be next year, maybe 2 years from now. Who knows? You know what I mean? These politicians just don't care about us, bro. They see us, the American people, suffering, having trouble keeping up with inflation. It's just like, you know what I mean? And also, it's like and let's talk about looking for a job nowadays. That's another interesting thing. Because, bro, the bare minimum is a college degree. You need a college degree for a lot of jobs nowadays. A whole lot of them. Majority of jobs nowadays. If you want to live a comfortable life. If you want to live comfortably. And that's even debatable. If you want to live comfortably. And if you want to be secure. Because working at McDonald's and all that stuff is not going to, I respect the people that work there. But it's just like, it's not going to be able to afford you a comfortable life. But it's just really crazy, man, how a college degree is the bare minimum. It's like, because back then, like, a college degree doesn't hold much value as much as it did back in the 80s or the 90s. Because if you had a college degree in the 80s, you were set, man. You were set in life. You know what I mean? Like, no doubt. You were set. But now it's like I see people graduating in engineering or nursing, and they're still looking for jobs. I know of a person, right? She graduated from I know of a friend. She graduated from Yale University. Yale University, and she had a job and she got laid off. And she's still looking for a job right now. Yale University. Back then, if you graduate from Yale University, like, bro, come on now. Like, you would be set for life. But now people graduate from Yale University, they get laid off, and it's like there's no it's just like, bro. It's just like, like we are living in some crazy times right now, man. Some crazy times. I'm telling you, man. And when I tell people I'm trying to leave America, they're always asking, like, why do you want to leave America? Because this country's going down the drain, man. And it's only the people in the light, people that can see all these things. People that are enlightened, that can see just this American society for what it truly is. The bubble's going to pop. The bubble is going to pop. I guarantee you it's going to pop. It is going to pop. I don't know when it would be. Not sure when. But like I said, I'm expecting it to happen. And if it doesn't, then okay. But, and it's funny because people label you as a conspiracy theorist when all you just have is questions. You just have questions. It's not good to question things anymore. It's not good to have questions anymore. You know how weird that is? It's not good to question things. When you have questions over what they're doing in the government, people label you a conspiracy theorist. We are living in some weird times. The media is the most deceptive it's ever been. The government is the most deceptive, and yet people are labeling you a conspiracy theorist when you have questions. This is what the government wants. The government wants control. The government wants to control you. Control your thoughts, control your mind. This is all Satan's realm. Satan is behind all of these things, man. Satan. And if you don't believe in God, it's best to believe in him now. Because Satan is working hard nowadays, man. Satan is working hard. Woo. You look at all this evil in this society, man, and it's just like, it's so crazy how things have changed in just a span of years. It's just really crazy, man. Man, I don't know what to say anymore, bro. But it's just crazy how we see all these things, but yet no one does anything about it. It's just really crazy. But yeah, man, this is just a video I wanted to make, man. Because, this is a topic that's really been in my mind for a long time, but it's only just now that I'm just trying to make a video on it. You know what I mean? And simply, I'm just making this video because also just to let other people know, people that are curious, people that just are curious to know, and people that won't just, you know what I mean? Say, man, you don't have to agree with what I'm saying, but at least think about it. Because a lot of people out there are just like, will just belittle you and just say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. If you don't believe what I'm talking about, look all of this up. Do some research for once. Look it up. All it takes is a simple click on your mouse. We have Google now. Do some research. Look it up for yourself. Don't just think that everything I'm saying is just, it's just crazy talk. Do some research yourself. So, yeah, that's it for me. But, yeah, we don't know what the future holds anymore, but hope for the worst. Hope for the best. Expect the worst. I'm out.